In our world of remote work, how you sound in an online meeting is basically everything. It's how you build your professional reputation. So today, we are going to dive into 7 absolutely essential phrases that will help you sound confident, command respect, and just handle any virtual conversation like a total pro. Welcome to your online meeting masterclass.
Oh, come on, we've all been there, right? It is that classic sinking feeling of the modern workplace. The thing is, in a virtual room, you can't rely on a nod or a smile. Your words have to do all the heavy lifting. So let's make sure you have the perfect phrase ready to go for any situation, so you can handle it with total grace.
All right, first things first. You know how they say first impressions are everything? Well, in an online meeting, that impression is made the second you join. Let's make sure yours is a great one by kicking things off with a positive, professional tone right from the start.
Okay, so imagine this. You've been invited to a meeting with another team, or maybe it's a client. You click the link and you pop into their virtual room. You're the guest here. What do you say to make the best possible entrance?
This right here, it's so simple, but it is absolutely brilliant. Saying thank you for having me goes way beyond just a simple hello. It shows you're grateful for their time, and it acknowledges that you are a guest in their space. It just immediately creates this feeling of respect and collaboration.
Okay, now let's flip it around. This time, you're the one who organized the meeting. People are taking time out of their packed schedules to show up for you.
As the host, this is your golden phrase. Thank you for joining is key because it shows you respect everyone's time right off the bat. It starts the whole meeting on a note of appreciation, not of obligation. You're thanking them for choosing to be there.
And here's a subtle but really important detail. Why do we say joining instead of attending? Well, think about it. Attending sounds kind of formal, a little stiff, almost like you're at a lecture. But joining, that feels collaborative. It's friendly. It implies that everyone there is an active part of the conversation, not just sitting in an audience. Let's be honest. Technology is going to fail. It's not a question of if, but when. And you know what? That's okay. The real skill isn't preventing tech problems, it's handling them smoothly when they pop up. This is actually a chance to show how professional you are.
Okay, this happens all the time. Someone's talking, but their audio is all choppy, or maybe they're just silent. You've got to jump in, but you want to do it without being rude. So, what's the move? The trick here, and this is so important, is to say their name first. Saying, "Sarah, you're breaking up," gets her attention directly and doesn't make everyone else wonder if it's them. Then you immediately offer a super simple, easy solution. It's clear, it's helpful, and it keeps the meeting on track.
And hey, let's make sure we're all using the same language here, because it helps fix things way faster. Breaking up means the audio is glitchy, like a bad cell signal. Frozen is when their video just stops moving completely. Using the right word helps everyone understand the problem instantly.
Yes. The moment we all live in fear of. You just made the most brilliant point of your career, only to see your colleagues staring blankly and someone typing in the chat, "I think you're on mute." Oh. Now, whatever you do, don't just unmute and keep talking from where you left off. Nobody heard you. The pro move is to own it with a quick, "Apologies, I was on mute." And then, this is the critical part. You say, "Let me start that again." It makes sure no information is lost and you don't miss a beat.
So your Wi-Fi just gives up. The screen goes black. You frantically try to get back in, and by the time you do, the conversation has completely moved on. It's super disruptive, but hey, it happens to everyone.
This is the perfect thing to say when you pop back in. Technical glitch sounds professional and, a lot better than "my router died." Then asking, "Could someone bring me up to speed?" is just a really polite and efficient way to ask for a quick summary of what you missed so you can jump right back in. All right, let's get into our final set of phrases. These are all about managing the natural back and forth of a good conversation and making sure you can handle those slightly awkward moments with complete and total confidence.
So,
Let's say you heard someone talking, but the sound was just bad. Maybe there was an echo, or they were too quiet, and you couldn't quite make out what they said. You need them to say it again.
Here's why this phrase is so smart. It's incredibly polite. When you say, "I didn't catch that," you're subtly putting the focus on your ability to hear, not their ability to speak. It takes any pressure off them and just makes it easy for them to repeat what they said without feeling like they did something wrong.
You're looking at the gallery of faces on your screen, and you realize one person has been perfectly still for the last minute. Are they just really focused, or is their connection frozen?
So here's the 3-step playbook for this. First, you just do a gentle check-in. Hey Mark, are you still with us? If you get silence, step 2 is to let the rest of the group know. Okay, looks like we might have lost Mark for a second. And then, to keep things moving for everyone else, you politely move on, saying something like, "We'll keep going and he can catch up when he rejoins." It's efficient and respectful.
Phew, we have covered a ton of ground here. So let's pull it all together into one simple, super practical cheat sheet that you can literally use in your very next online meeting.
And there you have it, 7 key phrases for 7 very common situations. From making that great first impression to handling tech fails and frozen colleagues. Honestly, just having these in your back pocket is like having a secret weapon for online communication. Think of this as your go-to guide.
And really, that's what this all boils down to. True professionalism isn't about having flawless meetings or perfect internet. It's about being prepared. It's about staying cool and knowing exactly what to say when things, as they always do, go a little bit wrong. Now you do.